Hi, this is Joe Courtney. I'm the congressman from the 2nd Congressional District speaking to you from my office in Washington, D.C. Today, the House Veterans Affairs Committee reported out a Blue Water Navy Veterans Agent Orange bill, which is the first time this legislation, which I've been fighting for the last 10 years in Congress, is finally showing real possibility of passage. Again, as many in Eastern Connecticut, particularly in the Navy community, know, the Agent Orange coverage by the Department of Veterans Affairs is limited in many instances to only those veterans of the Vietnam conflict who actually stepped foot on Vietnamese soil. For those who did, there is a presumption in favor of them having coverage for a series of illnesses that medically and scientifically we know are related and caused by exposure to Agent Orange. However, for those veterans who served at sea or in air, who again never actually stepped foot in Vietnamese soil, they were excluded, and they still are to this day, excluded from getting the benefit of Veterans Affairs health coverage for those same illnesses. So earlier today, the House Veterans Affairs Committee reported out a bill which eliminated that barrier for Blue Water Navy veterans, again, who have the same series of illnesses and who no longer have to go through the chutes and ladders of showing chapter and verse how they were actually exposed to it through a hearing process. This is something that veterans service organizations across the entire spectrum, particularly the Vietnam Veterans of America, American Legion, Veterans of Foreign Wars, Disabled American Vets, have been pushing for many, many years. I'm the lead Democratic sponsor on this legislation. And again, today marks, again, a real achievement and victory for this legislation. We hope within the next couple weeks or so before Memorial Day to actually have a floor vote in the House. And again, based on the fact that I've been able to work hard to get over 300 co-sponsors on this legislation, we think there'll be a strong bipartisan vote to really provide justice for people who, again, served our country, who were exposed to this material, and who many, many years later deserve the opportunity to have our country step up and take care of them. So again, we will be keeping folks back home updated regarding the progress of this legislation. To all the advocates back home who, again, have contacted my office, have worked with my Veterans Advisory Board, and this issue has been number 1, 2, and 3 for many years. This is actually a great accomplishment for all of you who work so hard to create the external pressure to get the House Veterans Affairs Committee to finally move forward on this legislation. So thank you for your support, and as I said, we're going to work hard to keep you updated as this bill's progress occurs over the next couple of weeks. Thank you very much.